Hi, it's a new thing that I'm shooting a video and I'm posting it on Facebook, but I thought I'd give it a try, and I hope you will take it in the best way. My idea behind it was that I know that there are many people who are struggling with very difficult emotions at the moment, and they might experience some fear and anxiety or some inner tension or imbalance. And I would like to offer you a new perspective which might help you in easing your days and those emotions. This new perspective might be a little bit too far away from you, so just take what you can take from it and leave the rest. So what it refers to, that I'm very sure that many of you have came across this article at some part of the media, which says that now what most of us are experiencing is some kind of grief. So this is something very similar to a processes when we lose someone important from our lives, when someone important dies. And in a grieving process, people experience usually first some kind of shock, then they go into denial, anger, sadness, depression, and later on they go to a more accepting stage, and they go on and continue their lives. I also think that this is something that we're experiencing at the moment. But what I also think that this grieving process is actually just a tiny part of a much wider process. And this is what I would like to offer to you. I think what's happening at the moment is a change between two systems, and we're just transforming into a new system to a higher one, and the old one gives its place to the new one, which can be really painful because we need to let go certain things which we saw that are really important for us, and we need to let go things we thought we would never ever be able to live without. And when someone says or reminds that you need to let it go, that can be really painful. So I think this is what's happening at the moment, and it's more a kind of change, a natural development process that's going on. So what I would like to is to encourage you to look beyond this painful grieving process and to notice the wider one, which is something good, which is actually is about development and going to a higher stage. Okay. What I think it could help you is to find some peace with those difficult emotions. Because if you remind yourself that actually, yes, there are some difficult emotions happening inside me at the moment, but it's something natural, it's something good that it happens, and it would be surprising if I wouldn't experience that, then it's much easier to live with those emotions. Because this changing process and going to a different development stage, it's completely natural. This is what every day happens to us. If we look into nature, if we think about mothers who give birth to their babies, something new is born and the old things dies. It's completely normal. It's just the cycle of life. And this is what happens at the moment. So I know that many people, when they think about grief, the first thing they think about, oh my God, it's something bad and something frightening. I don't know if I will be able to cope with that. But if you remind yourself in those moments that it's very natural and it's very good that you experience those emotions, then I think it's much easier to accept it. The other thing that you can notice, that you can get from taking this wider perspective, is that you will give space to many other experiences and emotions, not only to the difficult grieving one. And you might find hope that there will be days and there will be moments later in the future which you will find good, pleasant, which you can be grateful for. And there might be some positive sides of that as well. So then you give space to these good things as well. And that's why I think it's good to look beyond it. The other thing is that we can get strength and power from it as well. Because when we are in these really deep moments, when it's really difficult, we need some strength, we need some power, we need some energy to go on, that's for sure. And we can get it if we look into the future And if we look into the future with trust, knowing that whatever comes out from it, and we might not know what is the good thing, what is the new stage we will live when we go out again, but we have the trust that it's something good, it's a better level of life, then we can cope with those emotions much easier. Okay? So just remind yourself to look beyond this tiny but very painful grieving process and notice the whole perspective and believe and trust in the good things at the end of it and look the whole process of it. Okay? So this is what I would like to offer for you with this video. I know it might be difficult to accept that kind of idea when you are really struggling with accepting the change. According to my experiences, what I can recommend you, what makes it easier to accept this change is when you have the trust both in yourself and in the outer world. You have the trust that you can cope with it, that you can go with the flow. You have the flexibility, you are flexible, and you have a space in the new world as well. You will find your new place there, and you will find many, many happy moments there as well. Okay? So just look beyond those shitty days and those difficult moments and have the trust in better days as well. So with this idea, I would like to wish you a good day and also many pleasant and easier days. I hope this perspective helps you in that. If you want, feel free to email your ideas about it. You can reach me via my website, which is www.simplyabroad.eu, and I'm very happy that I was able to pronounce it correctly. So I wish you a happy day and see you soon. Love.